Here now to react is former Aetna CEO Richard Huber. Richard, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, first of all, he talked about attacking pharmacy benefit managers, but then those stocks went up afterwards. So obviously the market doesn't believe that they're going to, get a handle on those businesses. What's your take?
Well, it's always easy to blame the middleman, but in our system, basically, the problem is the base cost. The middleman adds on something, and we can always try to squeeze that, and I think that's a laudable goal. But really, if the price is high, the end price is going to be high. Mm-hmm. And so we don't accomplish much by just beating up on the middleman. It's the base cost, and I am encouraged by some of the parts of the president's plan. And please don't tell any of my friends at the club that I'm in favor of something like that. But I think that attacking the base cost, that's where it all begins.
Okay, but when you talk about the base cost, are you talking about the price that they're saying, there's that sticker price, and it's not the price that anyone really pays? They negotiate something lower, there's a rebate, there's what your insurance company says. So you're talking about lowering that sticker price?
Yes.
How do you do that?
Well, you open up transparency. One way, for instance, Melissa, we are beneficiaries of some marvelous drugs. Mm-hmm. I'm probably alive only due to some concoction that somebody's giving me. But it costs money to develop those drugs. Right. And it would be foolish to expect the companies to do it and not be reimbursed or not be able to recover their capital costs. Right. So we perhaps should have a price that's composed of the price of the actual little pill and the cost of the investment that it took to develop that.
Okay, so what else? So if you're talking about that's the cost, but then the sticker price is too high. So what gets added in there besides the cost of R&D and the physical cost of the pill?
Well, there's just so many different little add-ons, marketing costs, and we all know the stories about the doctors being paid to write articles and all this sort of stuff. I think that we should find some way to eliminate that. The advertising of prescription drugs being advertised to the general public, I don't think that makes an awful lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Another factor, and I must say that I like this in the president's proposal, is focusing on the prescription. I mean, I go to Chile quite a lot. I buy a fair amount of my medications there for a fraction of the cost of what I pay here. And I don't need prescriptions for almost anything. Now, having a prescription for a simple, plain vanilla type of a drug, mm-hmm. that adds to the cost. That doctor's visit to get the prescription costs money.
So you want to get rid of prescriptions?
No,
I mean, why is it so much cheaper in Chile? What's the reason it's cheaper? Because you don't need to have a prescription?
That's one of the reasons. The other reason is that they aren't indeed paying their fair share of that capital cost that it costs to develop the drug.
Okay. Well, he also said getting stuff to generic faster, but the problem with that is that, like you said, that disincents companies to invest in coming up with new drugs.
Well, that's not totally true. They have a good long period of time where they have exclusivity to any drug that they develop, and roughly 17 years, and that's a pretty good deal. You should be able to recover your capital costs in that period of time.